in this video about melody, and it was like in another video that I talked about in key signatures. Over the years that I've been teaching, I don't always see players do this, and it's a really good way to investigate one of the finer aspects of music. And melody is like, when you're trying to think of it maybe as a triangle, it's like it's so much jockeying for the top, all right, because you can just move the heart and just break your heart, build you up, all right. So in melody, I've noticed that a lot of guitar players learn licks and scales and patterns, but when I sit people down and say, just play a melody for me, very seldom can they do that. So I'll give you an example. There's a song by Ani DeFranco, it's called 32 Flavors. Beautiful piece of music, powerful piece actually, and I'm just going to give an example of how I look at melody, look at the chords underneath, maybe a way of putting both together. Here's an example. When it comes to the chords, this is not the way that she played it really, but I'm just kind of hinting at that. So it's idea what's going on. I listened to another recording because what I try to do is when I want to investigate a song, I'll check out and see how other people play it. So this is another approach to the chord progression. Real funky. Ani's is very funky too. So now what I did, I learned the melody just very simply. This is the verse. So if you notice, when I listen to her singing, or what I'm doing here is, this kind of refers back to the video with polyrhythms. She's an extremely rhythmic guitar player, and in the way she sings. So what I was trying to do too is not play it too straight where you're going, I'm going, so, and I notice I'm vocalizing with it too. So then what you do is you kind of connect with the melody. And one thing that is so important is you learn the melody, take the licks and scales that you know, and augment the melody instead of just playing all the licks and scales. So the melody is your guide and your schematic, all right? So then you try to tastefully, gospel music is a good example of that, how to cloak the melody in like gorgeous garments, so to speak, all right? So now the chorus goes like this in her song. So that gives you an idea. Now, what I'm going to do is show you how I take the melody. I used to try to play the melody up. You could play it in different positions. This is more kind of like a folk approach for me anyway. That's how I think of it. I'm playing lower on the neck. So I'll take the melody, harmonize whatever chords underneath the melody so it doesn't obscure the melody. And then what I'll try to do is add different techniques. So what I'm doing here, just for if you're curious, the first string is tuned down a step. All right, all the other strings are, it's E, A, D, G, B, but this is a D on the bottom. Then I capoed it. So it kind of sounded like she was doing that when I was listening to it. Not D, but it was close. Then you hear this one she's playing. So now, slowly, I'm going to show you how I maybe put them all together.